The world of creepypastas is no stranger to taking properties that already exist and twisting them in ways to make them morbid and scary. This is most common with movies, shows, or games aimed towards a younger audience. And because of this large, younger audience, there are a lot of kids who have tried their hand in writing their own creepypastas, which is what I'm going to be reading today. The thing with SML though is that, sure, they say it's not meant for kids, but it's very clear that Logan 100% knows the audience that he's entertaining. I mean, the guy sells backpacks. How many adults do you think are wearing a Jeffy backpack? It's clear that SML is definitely inspired by the shows Logan grew up watching, like Family Guy and South Park, and the show is not afraid to explore disturbing and dark topics. My last SML Creepypasta video from over a year ago was an April Fool's thing, but this is more serious, quote unquote. So anyways, with that out of the way, these are more creepypastas about the world of SML. I thought there was going to be a new SML video about Mr. Goodman making Mario pay his house payment, but this video was quite different. It was terrifying. I couldn't sleep for weeks. The thumbnail showed a bloody background with the description simply saying, Bowser Jr. made Chef Pee-Pee really mad. This was sort of weird, but I clicked the video anyways and it started. The video started with Chef Pee-Pee making tacos. When Jr. came into the kitchen, he asked Chef Pee-Pee if he could make dinner for him. And Chef Pee-Pee agreed because he could finally get a break. Jr. put on a chef's hat and began to cook. He accidentally left the oven on while he was playing with his toys and burned the tacos. Chef Pee-Pee came to the kitchen and noticed the burning tacos, and Jr. thought Chef Pee-Pee was going to go apeshit on him, but he only stood there, frozen. Jr. snapped his fingers, and Chef Pee-Pee immediately snapped out of his frozen state, but his eyes were glowing red. Jr.
Chef Pee-Pee?
Chef Pee-Pee suddenly grabbed Jr. by the neck and began to strangle him.
This is what you get for burning my tacos!
He shouted in rage. Jr. tried to breathe, but he couldn't. Chef Pee-Pee then threw Jr. into the oven and turned it on. Jr. was screaming at the top of his lungs. I needed to pause the video. What the hell was this? I said to myself. Jr. began to melt, and realistic blood came out of his plush. Junior's screaming stopped, and all that was left was Junior's charcoaled, blood-stained remains. His eyes were replaced with white X's. Chef Pee-Pee grabbed an empty taco shell and put Junior's remains inside of it. He added salsa and cheese as well. Bowser, dinner's ready.
This better be good, Chef Pee-Pee.
That's not what he sounds like. Bowser ate the taco, and what happened next was even scarier than before. This is the best taco ever. I'm surprised their cooking has improved. I think I'm actually gonna pay you because you did real good, Chef Pee-Pee. Thanks, Bowser. Bowser took the taco and left, and Chef Pee-Pee stared at the camera for 9 seconds. Chef Pee-Pee stared at the camera for 9 seconds before the video cut to an SML question. It was, what would you cook Junior into? After the video ended, I was traumatized. What was Logan thinking? I decided to go to sleep, and I had to dream where Chef Pee-Pee brutally mutilated my girlfriend, Maria, and his eyes were replaced with black hollow holes. That about wraps it up. Now, if you see this video, stay the hell away from it. Well, at least he warned us. What's in the Z category? X, W, V, U, T, S. Oh wait, Booking Good goes insane. I was playing Roblox, but then I got a notification on my screen. It said SML posted a new video. I was excited because they didn't really post often. When was this made? Don't they do like 2 videos a week? 2 or 3? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. It said the video's name was SML Movie, Brooklyn Guy Goes Insane. I thought it was just gonna be a normal video, but the stuff I was in for was not good. It started with Brooklyn Guy sitting on the couch, Karen nagging him like usual. Brooklyn Guy didn't mind because he heard Jimmy Butler came back. He was cheering,
Jimmy, that's my boy Jimmy!
Jimmy was about to score, until he failed. This sent a wave of anger through his body. His wife, nagging him, echoed in his head. He got up with a bold expression, walked to the kitchen, and grabbed a butcher's knife. Karen was distracted by her phone, still thinking he was next to her. He walked behind the couch and lifted the knife above his head, was stabbing her off in the top of her head. Blood spattered everywhere. I was shocked. Brooklyn guy proceeded to keep stabbing her until dropping the knife, walking to the TV, then smashes it hard as he can. He then picked up the knife and headed to his mother's house. Simmons answered the door, and Brooklyn guy tackled him, ripping his eyes out. He then headed to his mother's room and found her chained up in some kiki way. Okay. He didn't care as he proceeded to stab her. The screams didn't even sound like the voice actors anymore, just bloody screams. Brooklyn guy peeled her skin off, then wearing her face as a mask, then proceeds to his final victim. He headed to Jonathan's room. He walked in and saw Jonathan with his anime figures resting in bed. Jonathan then said, "Hey, Brooklyn guy, nice Halloween mask." Brooklyn guy ran at him, stabbing his stomach and ripping his guts out. Brooklyn guy then turned to the camera, not saying anything, just staring. The video then ended. The video was then deleted and replaced with another video. No one was mentioned it since.
Okay. SML Movie, Jeffy.
The story goes like this. October 11th, 2018. I thought there was going to be a new SML video about drawing Jeffy, but the video was way different. I looked at the Super Luigi Logan channel, and I saw this video. The thumbnail looked super demented, with Mario in the corner with Jeffy's shadow standing over him with a knife. The video is just called SML Movie, Jeffy. I clicked the video and it started. The video started with Jeffy and Junior playing Simon. Who the fuck is Simon? And because Jeffy lost, he threw it at the wall. Jeffy then heard Mario calling his name and told Junior to wait. When Jeffy got to the red couch, the video took a big nosedive. What the that? Okay.
Hey, Daddy. What is it, Daddy? What is it, Daddy?
We're not keeping that one in.
What is it, Daddy?
What is it, Daddy?
What is it, Daddy? What is it, Daddy?
Mario stared at the camera for 5 seconds, and what happened next was super weird.
You're grounded.
For 777777677788888 years. No, the script just says you're grounded. This is not normal for Mario to ground Jeffy for no reason. The way he said it is in monotone, and he looked depressed. Jeffy then reacted in a way 10 times worse than Jeffy's tantrum, and he went Hulk mode on Mario. He broke chairs, plates, and even chopped a table in half with his bare hands.
What the fuck is this?
I said to myself, why are you offended? Are you a loser? Are you on crack? Jeffy then flipped the whole couch over, and Mario ran for his life. He was screaming for help, and things went from bad to worse when Rosalina arrived.
Hey, Mario, how's Jeffy?
Jeffy's mentally insane. He's trashing the whole house.
Jeffy's mentally insane! He's trashing the whole house! Jeffy then threw the chopped up table at Rosalina, decapitating her whole head. There isn't even stuffing inside the plush. Chopped. Just a black substance. You know what would have been really funny? Is if instead of saying like there was a weird substance, it was just like her arm, like her actual hand got knocked off. That would be both more scary and hilarious. Mario then hid in the closet, hoping Jeffy wouldn't find him. Suddenly, Jeffy busted the closet door with an axe. Mario screamed in horror when he saw his son. Jeffy said this sentence in the most soul-piercing way possible.
You made me do this!
Jeffy, I'm sorry. I was just in a bad mood.
Jeffy then slammed the axe into Mario's head, splitting it open with the same black substance coming out of it. The video then cuts to black for 4 seconds, and it showed the most gruesome scene in any SML movie. The kitchen was covered in blood and organs. Chef Pee-Pee's bloody body is burned in the oven, his head hanging from a string on the ceiling. Bowser is completely ripped to shreds. His head and limbs are a pile of organs. Junior is thrown into the blender. His head survived, and his eyes were X's. I guess we're doing this again. Mario and Rosalina's heads are swapped. Mario's split head on Rosalina's body, and Rosalina's head on Mario's body. Jeffy is standing there, but his body is pitch black and his eyes are glowing red. Right before the video ended, I heard Jeffy whisper this sentence: "Daddy finally learned his lesson." There wasn't anything after that, not even an SML question. After the video ended, I got this message: Logan 30acre. Look man, I'm sorry you had to see this video. It was a big mistake. My channel got its ads taken away for a whole year because of it, and I'll take it down as soon as possible. P.S. Don't even try re-uploading it to your channel. So you're saying he uploaded the video, but on that same video, he put a message about how that video got his channel demonetized before it was even public and could make his channel demonetized. I mean, I guess it must be the evil spirits that possessed this video. There's not really any other explanation. Ooh, Jeffy sign.
Looks spicy.
SML Movie, Joseph's suicide. The notification. Actually, that's fucking cool, actually. It goes hard.
Ooh, in 2022.
What were you doing in 2022? What were you doing? Don't answer that. I know what you were fucking doing, yes. And I'm not going to forget. Dickhead.
The notification.
The notification. The notification. The notification. I'm just scrolling on YouTube. Then I got a notification for a new SML video. The scene opens with Joseph in his trailer, freezing under a beat-up, ripped blanket. He then said under chattering teeth, Dude, I'm so cold. I'm going to try to go to Junior's house." He then got out of his trailer and headed to Junior's house. He looked through the window, seeing Junior with his family, being warm and happy. He went up to the door. I turned into, what's that one narrator? I don't know his name, I'm just going to put a clip of him speaking. He went up to the door and rang the doorbell. Junior answered and said, "Oh, hey, Joseph." Joseph then answered with, "Hey, dude, can I come inside?" Junior answered with, "Oh, sorry, dude. I'm eating dinner with my family right now." Joseph answered with,
Please, dude. Please, dude.
Junior answered,
I'm sorry, Joseph. I'm eating with my family right now.
He slammed the door. Joseph sighed and went to Cody's house. He knocked on Cody's door. Cody answered, "Oh hey, what are you doing here, you fucking bitch?" Joseph answered with, "Hey dude, it's pretty cold out here. Can I come in?" Cody answered with,
Oh, sorry, dude. I'm celebrating Hanukkah.
"He's through with." Joseph answered with, "Okay." He walked back to his trailer. The word family echoed in his head. He walked to his basement, grabbed a shotgun, and said, "It's not worth it. It's not worth it anymore." "It's not worth it anymore." He then shot himself in the head. Blood splattered everywhere. Blood splattered everywhere. I didn't understand. He's just a puppet. Did they fill him with blood? As soon as the video ended, the video got deleted. Fortunately, I snapped some screenshots. Here they are. You know what? I was on the fence, but I think I believe you now. Have we noticed yet? That there's a theme here where all of these supposed creepy SML videos are suspiciously deleted right after the viewer watches them. It keeps happening. Can't keep getting away with this, man. That's... Okay, so this isn't like a story. It's just like a script. I can't really do good impressions. Hey, Daddy, can I get some chocolate cake?
No!
Why? Why? Because it has a lot of sugar in it.
And you need to eat healthy, Jeffy.
If you actually cared about me, you'd give me some chocolate cake.
No!
Well, if you don't give me chocolate cake, you're gay! You're fucking gay! As in homosexual! Just because I didn't get you chocolate cake, it does not mean I'm gay!
Oh, gets in the bike and goes downstairs. Jeffy, you better not. Falls and dies.
No, Jeffy!
Why would he do this over chocolate cake?
Me. Wow, this video was fucking horrible. Knock at my door. Huh? Mom? Dad? Sees Jeffy coming near me with a knife. Wait, why do I look like Mario? Oh no, shit, wait, no, Jeffy, I don't want to die! Me. He keeps disappearing? Fuck, I don't want to die. Wah wah. Wah wah. What's the wah wah? What's that about? I feel like this is ironic. This cannot be a real person who put these screenshots together, thinking they would be convincing. Like, this is just an image of Mario with a poorly done MS Paint background. You know, an absolute 5 out of 10. Ooh. SML Movie Corruption. Junior, Joseph, and Cody sit on the couch while Junior says his famous line. So guys, what do you want to do today? Cody says that he wants to play Don't Wake Daddy because of the name. But then, a strange portal appears. Junior, why is there a portal here? Junior, which played Minecraft recently, said that it has to take you to the end or the nether. While Joseph says that it takes you to somewhere in some place. That line, it has the same vibe as that lyric from Charles Manson, In the Eyes of a Dreamer. For the trouble you bring is the trouble you bring, and a thing is a thing, just a thing is a thing in the eyes of a dreamer. It's in the eyes of a man. Just wanted to say that. I guess I'm Chris Griffin the way I listen to Charles Manson. Anyways, Cody decides not to go in, but Joseph and Junior are curious, so they both threw Ken in the portal. Cody goes and catches it, but while entering the portal, he corrupts. His color changes, and his eyes become black holes, with red eyes. Joseph, is Cody okay? Junior says. It looks like he vanished. Joseph says that he might have went into the someplace, so he decides to find Cody. Luckily, Joseph doesn't turn into a corrupted, a condition that is only being stated now, so any reader at this point would not know what you're talking about. When he gets there, it looks like a house, but very saturated. Almost like a kid's show. He finds a corrupted Cody and corrupted Chef Pee-Pee, so he tries to escape, but the portal vanishes behind him. Before the corrupteds get to him, the screen cuts to black. Before the corrupteds get to him, and a dark image is shown on the screen. Then, Junior is tired of this vanishing nonsense, so he decides to bring Jeffy and Timmy Huckerdoo, so that way he wouldn't be scared while going into the corrupted world. Yet, they don't turn into one. Again, they find the corrupteds and run away. But then, what's the point of running? The three use bravery and say in unison, Silly ass corrupteds, you don't scare me, you look like, primary colors. Whoa, zinger dude. This is the biggest mistake they've ever done. Bitch. The corrupteds get mad. You wouldn't like them when they get mad. Timmy gets corrupted, and Jeffy and Junior run away. That is how they would write an episode like this. Going up the stairs to find corrupted Joseph, jump over the corrupteds, and run outside. Yet, they didn't know it was a trap, so they fell into a hole, going into some sort of dungeon. The video then turns into some sort of first-person thing, which is in Junior's perspective. Then Junior and Jeffy looks at their legs, but they don't have any. The corrupted king appears near them and says,
You shouldn't have come here. We don't allow the normals, as they are not glitched. This is what happens to them.
Long pause.
Goodbye forever.
In a distorted voice. The corrupted king runs towards them very fast, and and the video ends with a distorted scream and a red flash, supposing that Junior and Jeffy died. SML question. Would you get into the portal that appeared? Why? That is a good question. Frankly. I would not. Logan stated, "We did not make this video. Our channel was hacked. I'm sorry if we scared you." Again, another situation where somehow Logan adds an addendum to the end of the video that he supposedly didn't make, or in the other instance, made, and it got his channel, whatever. The video was made by numbers, and it's code. We'll put it together. Code states. Error. The video was deleted after 3 hours of its release. The video made around 500 people unsubscribe from Logan, but after the apology video, they got his trust back. The video's decoded description is Glitch 404. Let's look at the images here. This looks like the cover of a house or electronic dance music CD from the 2000s, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that it looks cool. Then we have not even the SML house. I have no idea what this property is, in which unfortunate soul lives here, and is unfortunately haunted with a portal to a corrupted dimension. But we see here Cody, they drew an expression on his face to clarify his confusion. Then we have corrupted Joseph. This goes a little bit hard. Also, something that could be used in an SML Creepypasta in the future is the strangeness of older plush characters with newer characters that were only introduced after the puppets became a thing. Because here we can see Timmy Huckerdoo with the plushes, even though the Huckerdoos weren't introduced until after the Switch. Anyways, out of all the creepypastas I've read here today, this is probably my favorite, because the author easily tried the most, even though the writing needs a little bit of work. SML Movie, The Acid Rain. It was July of 2020, and I was watching SML when suddenly I accidentally came across a video titled SML Movie, The Acid Rain. I took a look at the description saying, Caillou and his dad Boris go and stay at the house for a few days. But little did anyone know that it was going to be a change forever. Oh, little did they know it was going to change forever, as Caillou used acid and lava for the ingredients for acid rain. As Caillou uses acid and lava for the ingredients of acid rain. There was a disclaimer, since everyone has access to those materials. Fuck. Bing Bong Boris laughing at the city's destruction. I'm an alcoholic. Warning. This disturbing SML movie was created by Andrew Skinner before he got kicked out of the SML crew in 2020. Viewer discretion is advised. Andrew Skinner. Now that is a name to fear. This is the script. Caillou and Boris stand outside the apartment. I need to stop Boris. What kind of name is Boris? What were the... It's like naming your kid fucking Bartholomew. Not even. Like... Gunter. Caillou and Boris stand outside the apartment in the car. Caillou is holding a moving robot bang toy. It's not putting a good picture in my head. Boris. Caillou. We are going to stay in the apartment a few days. If you misbehave, you will be grounded for 1,000 years. I did that bit earlier. I hadn't read this yet. It's not because of this. Caillou. Alright. The screen cuts to Caillou and Boris walk into the apartment while Caillou carries his moving robot bang toy. Stop saying that. Boris, or typing that. Boris, I know you're mad. Boris, don't type in chat. Boris pressed the doorbell, and Mario opens it. Hello? Hello? Oh, hi, Mario. We are guests. I am Boris, and this is my son, Caillou.
Hi, Mario.
The screen cuts to the living room, with the 3 people and Jeffy there. Boris.
Caillou, this is Jeffy.
Caillou throws Jeffy out the window. Well, that was very sudden. Okay. Caillou, you threw Jeffy out the window. Why did I do that, boys? Caillou.
Yes.
Boris. You are so grounded until you die. Go to your room. Cuts to a blank room with only a bed and a chair. Boris.
This will be your new room since you threw Jeffy out the window. Hope you learned your lesson. Hope you learned your lesson.
Boris leaves Caillou's new room. A Akuma enters Caillou's moving robot bang toy. Okay. Cuts to Hawk Moth. Is that a Hawk Tua? I need to look up what an Akuma is. And for context, an Akuma is a Japanese spirit. Again, with the random possession. Cuts to Hawk Moth. Hawk Moth. Kayo Dawn, I am Hawk Moth. You have been grounded for throwing Jeffy out the window. So I'm giving you amazing and cool looking shoes. And you will use them to jump higher and run faster than everyone combined. I am giving you the power of invisibility. And your own mansion. All I'm asking is Ladybug and Cat Noir's miracles. Miraculous. And Cat Noir's miraculous. Caillou. Yes, Hawkmoth. Thank you for making this dream come true. Turns to Caillou Dawn. Caillou Dawn. Fades into demonic voice. I am no longer Caillou. I am Caillou Dawn. Caillou Dawn flies while evil laughing, since he now has every superpower in existence, and it's a work in progress. What? I mean, it's a work in progress. So I guess that's why we don't have the main plot about the acid attack. But in the screenshot, and there was that screenshot I left it earlier of Bing Bong Boris laughing at the city's destruction. I tried looking up who Bing Bong Boris is. That's not Boris from Caillou. I don't know what the context is here. And then there's also the SML question, which is, if Caillou Dawn showed up at your house, what would you do? Best comment gets Junior or Joseph's corpses. I think I'm gonna have to pass on answering that question. I don't really have the facilities to be disposing of bodies anymore. Kind of hard, but it's the truth, okay?
I had a stroke in the middle of recording this video, so I'm going to try and read one more creepypasta before my lungs give out. I actually am a smoker. SML Movie. Are we famous? It started in 2010 when Super Mario Logan had uploaded a video. Super Mario Logan had uploaded a video called SML Movie. Are we famous? I clicked on the video and started where Logan placed fire pit inside his house. Logan then made a fire causing the house to burn down. The reason is because people kept stealing his name and profile picture, and copycatters got more popular than the original content. Bowser Jr. then goes up to his house. Bowser Jr. then goes up to his house to grab snacks, and brings his snacks to a ring he catches on fire and then dies. Bowser tries getting his TV and burns to death. Logan then notices he had many views. Logan tells Lavelle to shoot him. Logan tells Lavelle, oh, that cured my... That drawing fucking rules, dude. You fixed my brain with that one. Logan then notices he had so many views. Logan tells Lavelle to shoot him. Lavelle shoots Logan, and the video ends. Yep, that's a thing that happened. It's a thing that... You know, like the Paul is dead theory? Actually, it's Logan is dead theory. And Lavelle shot him. Just because he asked. SML Movie Marvin. I'm a fan of SML, as I'm pretty sure many people can tell, so much so that I bought a Marvin and Jeffy puppet. But one time, SML uploaded something so horrific that it haunts me, even to this day. It was September 30th, 2024, the day before the beginning of October. SML uploaded a new video. I immediately clicked on it and noticed something strange. For some reason, the title was just SML Movie Marvin. It was weird for two reasons. One, it was just Marvin's name. Even though SML usually adds something to the rest of the title like Marvin guns down the Huckredoos or Marvin learns about FNF drama. Yeah, I remember those episodes. Classics. And two, Marvin wasn't capitalized, even though they always capitalize his name when he's in descriptions or titles. But then, I thought it was a mistake. Usually, SML makes mistakes with titles, like when Goodman Goes to Jail first came out, it said, Goodman's Goes to Jail. I then began watching. I need to specify that it had no thumbnail. It was just Marvin sitting on the couch. I started sounding sassy there. The episode. Marvin was sitting on the couch, like usual, until Rose came in She wasn't happy due to the fact that she found Marvin's phone and saw him searching up horrific things on Google, like how to kill Mr. Goodman if he ever asks for his house payment, how to burn Jeffy alive, and how to murder wife if she gets close to the truth. Just a tip, if you're ever gonna go full psycho and you want to Google things, you gotta make it less specific, right? Google's not gonna tell you how to kill one specific guy. They're not, well, it's worked for me every time. Even when she showed him these, Marvin said nothing and just stared at Rose. He then pulled out a hammer and threw it at Rose, but before it could hit her, YouTube randomly crashed. When it came back, I got to my watch history and clicked on the video. It showed 1 minute of Marvin dragging Rose to the basement. When it got to the basement, Marvin threw her into the basement. When she got on the floor, it showed all the people who lived in Marvin's house. Junior, Joseph, Cody, Chef PP, etc. It also showed his enemies and friends. They were all mangled up and hammer marks on their faces. Another thing in the basement that I noticed was a dark corner. I barely saw some writing on it. I then turned up the brightness and the writing said on it, "Hello, hello, hello." The scary thing, after the video ended, I was so confused. For starters, why did Marvin want to kill his friends? And why did he have a hammer? And why did SML upload a video like this when they knew they couldn't do episodes like this anymore? But then, something strange happened. My Marvin puppet went missing. He was next to me the whole time when I watched the episode. But then I heard noises coming from my closet. I opened the closet to see Marvin on the top shelf. I went into the closet to get him, but the closet doors closed. It then got dark, and then a bunch of eyes were staring at me, and then a bunch of eyes were staring at Marvin and me. And then I started to hear screams. They all sounded like the characters that Marvin had in his basement. I then got out of the closet and closed the doors, I got out of the closet and closed the doors, and the noises stopped. After the whole thing, I put Marvin far away from me to make sure this doesn't happen again. I then went to YouTube to take my mind off, and then I checked my watch history. The video was gone. Even when I checked the SML YouTube channel, it wasn't there. I assumed that YouTube got rid of the video due to Marvin's Google searches and the ending with the basement, and I was glad that it was gone. And that's all there is. I no longer want to talk about this experience again. I was searching around on YouTube when I came across a video called SML Movie, Goodbye Junior. It had 1 view. I clicked on it, and it started with Junior talking to Joseph and Cody, and they were sitting on the red couch. Both Junior and Cody said that they were going on vacation to Paris, and they said they wouldn't be back for 4 weeks. Bowser Jr. said, "Well, can I come?" To where Joseph and Cody said the plan was full cut to 1 week later, where he heard that Joseph and Cody had died in a plane crash because the pilot was on ketamine. Bowser Jr. started crying and the video looked really blurry, and I could only get 144p quality of the photo. Crying sounded a little bit more realistic than normal, and to be honest, I felt bad for Bowser Jr. when I watched it. I mean, he just lost 2 people that he cared about. How could you not feel bad for him? At this, he ended up crying so much that his eyes turned red, and he looked ill. He decided to go to bed, and when he woke up, he asked Chef PP to make him some food, which Chef PP did. The quality went higher now, and Junior was eating his food. After he finished his food, he said, "Thanks, Chef PP." He went upstairs. Chef PP looked kind of suspicious on why he looked ill and was acting like this, but continued cooking for Bowser as usual. That's when an image of Joseph flashed on screen, which I'll show you. As you can see, it looked like Joseph, but more disturbing. It looked like Joseph looked a lot darker in the picture, and weirdly had 2 sets of pupils. The flash ended with Junior watching TV. He was watching Doofy the Dragon. but the noise was muted, and Bowser Jr. looked like he had seen some shit. He then, for some reason, vomited realistic vomit onto the red couch. The vomit looked hyper-realistic, and it was disgusting. Cuts to the scene with Junior, with no dark red eyes. He is mumbling his ABCs backwards for some reason, and he looked even paler than before. He looked at the camera for the last 7 seconds and said, "Goodbye." The video cut out with a loud sound. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty weird, and kinda disturbing. Usually SML wouldn't upload something like this, but one thing's for sure, I may never go on SML ever again, due to that Goodbye Junior video. I'm just hoping somebody saw it too. I'm just hoping someone saw it too. And that is it for today's video. There's actually a lot more SML Creepypastas that I was not aware existed. So if you would like me to narrate and joke more about SML Creepypastas, tell me in the comments down below. Anyways, remember to subscribe to the Mr. Epic on YouTube.com, and I will see you next time.